Hold on a sec. Hold on. What's going on? No, this can't be. It's...
I need about 350.
Thank you, Fuller. It was true fitty. It's all I needed. True fitty.
This piece of the puzzle still needs an explanation.
Is that...
The police examined the trace evidence on Ahara's hands after he was caught. And from the analysis, the
Hell
same
yeah.
fibers from Mamiya-san's undergarments were found on Ahara's hands.
That's right. If the stand-in was the groper,
Peace,
Ahara-san wouldn't have touched Mamiya-san
Michael,
at all.
you take
But
care
the
of
evidence
yourself.
on Ahara-san's hands
Thanks,
suggests
folks.
otherwise. Rather strange, isn't it?
I take it there was a trick to this, too?
That's simple. Before I got in the train, I met with the real Ihara-san at the underground platform. That's when I had him touch the undergarment. After that, all I had to do was go to the bathroom and put them on. That's where the fibers in the trace were from. What the police found on Ahara-san's hands was exactly what we wanted them to find. And it would serve as hard proof he grabbed me. The courts really ate it up. It was hard not to laugh.
You're really starting to open up. That's the spirit.
Yagami-san, you sure that's enough?
You're gonna have to see what you can do.
Yeah,
with
I think we've
fire
got
coming
plenty.
days for an evil.
Bottom line, groping was a fabrication. At the very least,
I
we
got
know that the
something.
prosecution's
I
evidence
could
can
do a
all be
full
refuted.
texture rebuild.
The courts were being
Versus
intentionally
full fire.
misled.
It would look
I'm
cool.
considering filing an appeal.
Are you saying you want a retrial?
I am.
I'll use
We'll reveal Ahara
Brian
and
the
Kiwana's
Outlaw's
plot and
example.
overturn the verdict they issued.
Black and fire.
That
Black
might
and
be
gold,
harder than
black
it
and
sounds.
orange, like he always
Why
has
do you
really
say
good
that,
requests
Sensei?
on that one.
Well, the previous trial resulted in Ahara being found guilty, right? As the client, if he doesn't want an appeal, there's no way you're getting one. Doesn't matter what any lawyer tries to do. If Ahara refuses to appeal, then that's that.
And we'll talk to him tomorrow. First, we need to see how he reacts to everything we've got on him.
Sounds good. Then let's meet at the detention center tomorrow.
Will do.
So, we done for the night?
Sure are. Great job, everyone. Go get some rest.
Oh, it's going down. Now we know what the fuck's going
Yo,
on.
Yagami.
You don't
sure it
fuck
was
with
cool
the
to
group
let
of
that Mamiya
people
chick just
chilling
go
in the
home?
fucking arcade, man. They're
Yeah.
about to, like,
Why?
literally step
mean,
on the street and whoop
She helped
the shit out
Kiwana
of
kill
you.
all those people.
I would. There's nothing we
Judgment
can
in the
do.
Lost Judgment has taught us this. okay?
Nothing we can do?
Frankly, we don't have any proof of the murder she was talking about.
What, so this is all for nothing?
Nothing directly pointing to Mamiya, anyway. Aside from Mikoshiba, no other bodies turned up. Which means all we can do is take her home, right? Sugiura is making sure she gets back safe.
Fine, forget it. Why are you still here? Everyone else went home already.
Come on, man, why the cold shoulder? Am I really that annoying?
You wouldn't be the guy I'd call to hang out with. So if you're done, then go.
Wow. Straight for the jugular, huh?
Come on, Hagashi.
But if it's help you need, I'll be there. I've had nothing but time lately.
Come on,
But only
Steve
if you
Blue.
bow
What
your
are you
head
doing?
and ask nice. Then I'll consider it.
I know for a fact you'd help me out regardless, so why waste a good bow? Thanks for the drink.
Dude, come on. That was your cue to bow and ask nice.
Oh.
What a waste.
Caramel is just you expect caramel and kittens. Thank you for the roses, by the way.
Really, guys?
How are you and the little bean doing? Just getting them to bed. Good stuff. Whoa, this shit is strong as hell. Okay,
Waste.
invest in Serpent. That's all I gotta say about this game. Agonizing, yeah. Hell yeah. Remember this one? This one scared me. Bye-bye. Serpent,
Really,
all the
guys?
way. Sneak up the wing. Woo! It's like this guy's cool. It's okay. I love it. I love it. Let's do it. What are you doing? Sorry. I just watched like Gaius, dead ass freaking pull some Dexter shit on my cats. I'm sorry, that deserved that silence there. I literally watched this cat, like, pull some Dexter shit, like, what the fuck, like, okay, give me a sec here, like, just stalking, running behind every little thing, like, holy shit, dude, are you doing, like, a stealth section in a game, like... Established. Guys, is the apex. Don't get me wrong, cats have to hunt or whatever. Holy shit, dude was just straight up like stalking. yeah, exactly. He got sawed. 2 seconds. He's not crafty enough for that, though. Okay, back to
So, you're recommending an
lifer.
appeal?
The dad.
I have that right? Did some new evidence come to light?
Yui Mamiya told us some things, like how you faked your alibi for Mikoshiba's murder. You wanted the sexual battery conviction, right?
Well,
Your goal was to avenge your son and humiliate the law on a grand scale.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ahara-san, we have a much
God
better
damn.
grasp of the situation than you think.
And what exactly have you grasped?
Like Yagami-san just said, you're innocent. As far as the harassment goes. As your lawyer, I'll file for an appeal. And we'll make sure the world knows it.
Thanks, but no. I'm scum of the earth. A pervert. The prosecution and the judge made that very clear in the verdict.
On the day of the crime, October 7th, at around 6:30 a.m., you were in Ijincho, not Tokyo.
Baloney. I was relaxing at home.
Except that you weren't.
Oh?
You wanted to give the man who pushed your son to suicide the beating of a lifetime. And you'd miss out on that opportunity if you were at home, which is why you were in Ijincho instead. Isn't that right? You and Kawana's former student staked out Mikoshiba's house until he left. Then you dragged your prey into a car and brought him to an abandoned building in Ijincho, which would later become a murder scene. Every bone on Mikoshiba's fingers was broken.
Toupee? Yes, man.
Remembering how he pushed Toshiro-kun to his death, it's no wonder you'd go that far. You tortured Mikoshiba without a shred of remorse.
How you doing today, there, dreads?
You inflicted no small amount of pain and terror.
This toupee?
There's
Wash
no
corn
way you
frequently.
weren't there,
That is dread.
and I'd put my money on that.
And then...
What are
You mean
you
the
up
whole
to
play-by-play?
today, there, girl?
Oh, not at all. I'm just fascinated by this outrageous little story.
Absolute, what's going on?
As for what you did next after beating Mikoshiba,
Absolute, I'm doing
It's
good.
quite a home video.
without leaving anything on
Think it
Mikoshiba's
is
body
the
that could be
cover from
traced
my
back
bed.
to you,
Gotcha.
you slit his throat. Estimated time of death was around 7:30
glued
a.m. on
on.
October 7th. You tossed the bloody coat and made your
I
way
like
to
dreads, too.
Ikebukuro
You should
Station,
see some
where
of the
Yui
other
Mamiya
ones.
was
I got,
waiting.
I had this one that
Are
was
you
like
sure?
straight
I
Ragnar.
was at Ikebukuro by
from
7:30
fucking
a.m.
Vikings or whatever.
Would have been impossible for me to kill Mikoshiba.
Some of them
in
are really
Ijincho.
cool looking.
The person in the security camera footage in Ikebukuro was a double who imitated your likeness. The identity of whom belonged to Jin Kawana, the handyman in Ijincho. Or maybe you know
Yeah, I
him by a
have one
different
like
name.
that. I have to position it better though.
Former high school teacher Yu
I'll do
Kitakata.
an evolution with it.
So
next.
which name did he give you?
I should probably do some like runes or something.
I don't know who you're talking about.
With Kawana in view of the security camera,
But I got a
you
lot
met
of
up
new
with
sh-
Yui
new
Mamiya
shit
at
to work with.
Ikebukuro first. That's where you touched the
Wings
undergarment
and,
she
like,
prepared.
props and stuff on the front.
The police
whatever.
would later discover the trace
Are you
evidence
doing
on
okay
your
by
hands
the way,
and pinned the
Dread?
groping on
You
you.
feeling okay today?
Then you made your way to Shinjuku Station.
Said you're feeling like crap the
After
past
that,
couple days there.
Mamiya and Kawana acted out the groping as they arrived at
Is
Shinjuku
the hump
Station.
day, is the heel day? I
Kawana
guess the
jumped
rest
out
of
of the
everybody
train
here
and Mamiya
is,
chased after him.
What are you up to this evening?
And then, in the smallest of blind spots in a station absolutely packed with
Body
cameras,
feels like jello.
you were waiting for Kawana, who looked just like you.
I'm good.
With the two of you matching,
I've been
you
live
were
for
able to
about,
swap
4.5
places in that
hours
huge
here.
crowd without anyone noticing.
We've been playing Judgment
Kawana
the
handed
entire
you the
time.
transit card
And
used
I
to
am,
pass the ticket gate. Just one piece
so
of hard
intrigued.
evidence that places you in Ikebukuro.
We're so close to finishing,
7:43 a.m. And right after the swap, Mamiya started calling for help.
Oh, wait.
After that-
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, how am
You've
I?
all seen how the news reported it. You were caught in a public place with plenty of witnesses.
I'm good.
An active
I'm
duty
good.
police officer arrested for sexual battery. The public outcry was very clear. As a result, despite it being your first offense, you were actually tried and convicted. The consensus is that it was a fitting punishment for someone so heinous. Even as your lawyer, I felt the same.
Have some confidence in yourself, Shirosaki-sensei. The prosecution, the judge, and a lawyer like you all laid out the evidence in court and found me guilty. I'm in no position to doubt you. And I've long accepted the ruling that Toshiro was never bullied. There's nothing I can do but abide by the rule of law. Right? That's all I can do, right?
I know what you're trying to say. You carried out the justice that the courts wouldn't, right?
Everything my son went through was passed off like it never even happened. School, the teachers, and yes, the court. They all dismissed the reason he died.
That's when Kawana came in the picture, telling you Toshiro-kun had been bullied. But was it Kawana's words that suddenly made you want to kill Mikoshiba?
He's 3 pounds.
Because all of his fingers were broken while he was still alive.
Chihuahua.
Was that really
Your
all
first
just your
screamer?
pent-up rage?
Chihuahua.
What do you have to say, Ihara-san?
Did Kawana really tell you? You found enough motive to murder Mikoshiba on hearsay? No. That doesn't sound right at all.
I don't know, man. This is conflicting. This entire thing is like literally on the edge with this guy right here.
Posts on the internet specifically named Mikoshiba as Toshiro-kun's
You
bully.
doggy.
Is that why you did it?
Actually, Yagami-san, Mikoshiba wasn't the only student to be accused of the bullying. He couldn't have narrowed down his target with the information available on the internet.
Oh. I guess that was the case, huh?
Come on.
Did Toshiro-kun ever tell you about the bullying himself?
Crystal Gale, good to see you.
My
Welcome through.
son
Good to see you.
never confided in me about any of that.
Then how did you know there was bullying going on? Why else would you murder Mikoshiba in cold blood?
He sleeps to do kind of hard to though, because he's so small. My kitty's, I think Gaius is the only one that kind of chills, and he'll like chill above my head. With Jojo and Dio, they'll usually like grab a perch around the bed.
with Sawa-sensei, though you had to have heard it from her, right?
Nearly hit the nail on the head, as they say.
You know, Black Cat.
Nearly?
Seems good to me.
After my trial, she confessed she knew about the bullying. But only to her old teacher over the phone. She had no idea she was being recorded.
What?
Koana-san let me listen to that recording where I learned Sawa-sensei had been muzzled by both the homeroom teacher and the lawyer. That was the proof of Toshiro's bullying I'd wanted all throughout the trial. After hearing Sawa-sensei's words, I finally understood. They pushed my boy over the edge.
Was there no other
Mine's
evidence of the
sleeping
bullying?
on his
Like a
perch
diary
right
of
now.
Toshiro-kun's or something of the
Masto,
sort?
He's just
Nothing.
2 feet away from me right now.
Toshiro never talked to me or my
He's just
wife about
past
the
it.
bullying.
Well, that's good.
And that was probably all my fault.
Just chill in the closet.
He was bullied in middle school, too. Kids would throw his pencil case around or hide his books. When I heard about it, I chewed him out. They walk all over you because you're weak. Grow spine, I told him.
I take it that was the wrong approach.
Yeah. I can't imagine how much courage it took for him to come
Hydra
forward
is
about his
indeed
suffering.
investigating both.
I'm sure he felt ashamed about it. And I should have listened when he pleaded for help. I should have told him I was proud of his bravery. But instead, I pushed him away. And in the end, Toshiro tried to make sure he never showed weakness to us again, no matter how much pain he was in. He went to a private school out in Yokohama because he hated living with me. But in the end, he still suffered.
And that's why you didn't hesitate to unleash hell on Mikoshiba.
If you say so.
Oh yeah, Saori's dress. Oh yeah, yeah. Saori's a
So the
baddie.
first time Kawana showed up was when he let you listen to the phone call with Sawa-sensei,
Yep,
right?
yep. I remember that.
Yes. I was in He reassured me he had already taken care of multiple individuals like Goshiba, and that he'd urged other families to avenge the children they lost to bullying. He'd tell them that simply
Chatter.
being branded a bully
How's
wasn't
Chatter?
enough. He promised to deliver real justice.
If justice can be served at one's own discretion, laws would cease to serve their function. If the law isn't fair to everyone, no one will obey it. The law is only able to help the powerless because it can't be swayed by money, force, or anything else.
Then tell me, what's the solution when the law fails to punish someone who laughs in its face? To overlook those the law won't judge is to abandon those the law couldn't protect.
To render justice with confidence, you require sufficient evidence.
Some of the victims' families refused Kawana's offer of revenge, telling him it would be unforgivable. But even
You
after
did?
rejecting his offer,
See?
not a one reported Kawana-san to the police. Do you understand what that implies? Whether you follow through with revenge or not, Kawana-san presents a solution that resonates with people. Being that the law is unfair and imperfect. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're not. But we're fighting to make it as fair as we can. Laws have to change until they are perfect.
They don't change fast enough. Toshiro's death was murder by another name. Yet Hiromi Kushiba walked free.
Shadow
He even
War
got to
places
enroll in a
Sentinel
teaching
is-
program as a student teacher.
That is a
Someone
sick
like
deal,
him?
bro.
It's insane! I'd die of old age before the law was ever written to be fair enough. For Toshiro's sake, I can't turn a blind eye to a world where the Mikoshibas can live without consequence. Tell me, what alternative was there to getting blood on my hands? I didn't have any other choice.
Yagami-san, did he just...
This is the first time you've admitted to killing Mikoshiba.
You really did your research, unlike those useless cops. Wana-san's plan was impressive, almost airtight. I didn't expect it to be unraveled so quickly.
I just got lucky. There was some dirt on Yui Mamiya that Kawana could have used against her. If we hadn't found it, there's no way we would have gotten her to talk.
I'm just so sucked into this broken mirror.
What are you talking about?
I'm so intrigued.
It's alright, but I'm under no obligation to tell you.
Ihara-san, you'll be sent to prison as a sex offender as it stands.
Of course. Just as I planned. The charges will be confirmed, and I'll be convicted. As for the police and the prosecution, they wouldn't be able to admit they made a mistake. I could scream, "I killed Mikoshiba" at the top of my lungs. It wouldn't matter.
Are you saying you intend to admit to the murder after you're released?
Everyone's seen the video of me killing Mikoshiba by now. It's obviously authentic, but the prosecution and the police are saying it's fake. They need it to be fake. Even if I do confess, they'll sweep it under the rug.
They wouldn't.
No, that's not beneath them. But I take it how they react doesn't really matter to you. All you want is to humiliate the law, don't you? The same system that determined Toshiro-kun's incident didn't happen.
It seems you're starting to understand, Yagami-san. The prosecution wanted to charge me for Mikoshiba's murder. Then they'd have to retract the battery verdict. And that would mean admitting to a massive blunder by the court at the hands of a criminal. It would be chaos. Despite knowing who murdered Mikoshiba, no one would know what to make of the case. Wouldn't that just be wonderful?
I hear you. And I even get why you'd feel pretty proud of accomplishing that.
Do you?
But in this case, the guy's pretty much grabbed a tiger by the tail.
What tiger's tail?
Someone's issuing orders to the thugs in Kamurocho from behind the scenes. He's the tiger in this case. And they've been closing in on your partner, Kawana. And Sawa-sensei got in their path. I'm sure you get the newspaper in here, right? You know, don't you? Sawa-sensei was killed after the thugs broke into her home. All because she got involved with Kawana.
Where she was killed. This is the first I'm hearing of the reason why. And by thugs, you mean RK?
Yeah, but we don't know why they're going after Kawana. Any ideas?
No way I'd know.
You think it could be because she got mixed up in your deadly little game?
Excuse me?
That's what getting away with murder really looks like. The more you perpetuate the lie, the greater the rift you create. And then, the unthinkable happens. Kawana killed others besides Mikoshiba. You said so yourself. That's what brought the angry tiger into play. And if Sawa-sensei ended up paying for that instead, then how can you begin to believe your vengeance is fair?
Because she gave false testimony. She lied in court to say Toshiro was never bullied.
She couldn't name Mikoshiba, who was a minor at the time, without evidence. What's more, she was haunted by her testimony, always second-guessing if she did the right thing. But now she's been killed. Somehow that's acceptable to you? I'm gonna clear up what happened to Sawa-sensei, just like you did for Toshiro-kun.
How?
By going public with everything you and Kawana did. The first step is to appeal the sexual battery and undo this whole lie.
You never groped Yui Mamiya. That's one crime you're innocent of, Ihara-san. The court's verdict was incorrect. So please give us the chance to appeal. We can prove your innocence.
What on earth would I get out of that?
You get to humiliate the court again. Besides, what are you gonna do for the next half a year in a cell?
Do what you want. But just know this.
Yes?
I have no intention of admitting to killing Mikoshiba in court. Is your appeal still worth a damn?
We won't know till we try. Let's go, Sari-san. We have client approval to proceed with the appeal. We better act fast.
Yes, agreed.
Yagami-san. Sawa-sensei's death isn't on me. Even if I have grabbed the tiger by the tail. That doesn't mean I killed her.
By that logic, you may as well admit that Mikoshiba didn't kill Toshiro-kun. You can't have it both ways. Listen to me. Everything about you, about Kawana, about why Sawa-sensei had to die, we're gonna expose all of it. That's the only thing left we can do for her.
I'm going to fill Genda-sensei in on what happened. Why don't you head over to the office?
Sure thing.
Hydra Cat in judgment. That bass line. Bam, 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 bam. What's happening right now? So much more to go. Talos molded, nice. Okay, guys, let's check out South of Midnight. I've been holding off. We're about 5 hours in. Let's see what the big deal is with this new Game Pass game. That animation, man, that's super crazy. Ding dong. Hell yeah, brother. This is actually me starting the game right now. Play it on hard.
Down in the deep south, folks spin tales about the Grand Tapestry, an invisible weave holding our world together. They say the Grand Tapestry is torn by folk sorrows, and these damaged threads give rise to them evil spirits called haints. But every great while, a mighty storm brews, awakening a powerful force. A weaver, gifted with the power to reach into the past and mend folks' deep wounds. With enchanted hooks in hand, this weaver can banish haints and reweave the tapestry's thread, restoring the land so life can bloom again, fresh and new.
Delicious. I remember seeing
The last
this trailer
week?
so long ago.
Vanished long
It's crazy
ago.
that it's finally out now.
But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Lift up, welcome through, good to see ya.
Our tale begins deep in the heart of Chickasaw County, in a speck of a town called Prospero, where the last weaver was last seen. That evening, Hazel's mama was running late, driving home through a storm that seemed hell-bent on drowning the whole South. Meanwhile, our Hazel is packing an emergency box, fixing to evacuate quickly. A hurricane brewing on the horizon, and a mighty big one at that.
Born in the bayou. This is south of midnight.
Man, I miss singing on the bus with these guys. Wish we had another meet. Another medal, too. We was fast as hell. Mine should be back by now. Probably got sucked into work again. Typical. I shouldn't be doing all this packing by myself. But here I am. All right, what's coming with me? And there goes the flash flood warnings, like clockwork. I asked Mama for a doll and got this thing instead. I know he's weird looking, but I can't help but love him. The storm's never been this bad before. That was the day Mama threw up on me after getting off that wacky world. Almost passed out from laughing so hard.
Radar and automated gauges. Hazards, impact flooding of streams and small rivers, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other forces.
Wish she still had that kind of time for me.
Encounter flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. The National Weather Service in South Carolina has issued
Telltale at the beginning?
After a period of heavy rain and embedded thunderstorms, runoff will gradually worsen
Turn
from
around,
low-lying
inspect the
areas
hose.
across Prospero. Flash flood. Force, radar, and automated gauges. Hazards, impact flooding of streams and small rivers, urban areas, highways, streets.
Things got tense with Mama last time I visited you at the mausoleum, Dad.
Turn around. Don't drown when you encounter a flooded road. Most flood deaths
She'll never explain why she and Grandma Bunny got
We're also at 5 hours here, guys. Hydra Cat's going to take his midday break. I still have 3 hours to go. I'm just going to go grab a meal for about an hour and a half. I'd say about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I'll be back with more Lost Judgment, to be completely honest. I'm not going to lie.
I need about 350.
I'm not going to lie. More Lost Judgment is coming. I can't get enough of it today. Okay, guys, we'll see you after the break here. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that follow button if you haven't already there. A big shout out to everybody coming through and dropping them likes, them gifts, and everything. And mods and subs, love y'all. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you in an hour or two here. I remember stay well hydrated, stay well fed, but get down almost. Check on your friends. And, of course, we'll see you on the next Hydra Cat stream. Seacrest, out!